Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Dynasties. Let me get my timer started and let's go ahead and pick up where we left off before. We are one turn away from getting a claim on Alioth and then we are going to rebuild it. Hospital there has been rebuilt. Wonderful. Nope, not interested in attending any of your parties. Let's deal with this right away. Charge our Archon with taking care of it, even though I don't expect her to. Now, your brother found out that you concealed the location of a NovaCorp neural enhancement lab in Theta Centauri. Wonderful. Oh, and our cloaked ship just keeps failing its cloaking device, which is not exactly fun. Go ahead and explore this. Why was NovaCorp espionage tinkering with DNA, you ask? Cultivating certain talents, replies your niece, leading you through an abandoned warehouse. Sharp hearing, reflexes, perceiving patterns for rumor sifting. Ah, there. She plugs the chip into a crack in the floor. The tiles rise and rotate, revealing a staircase. Astonished, you wander through twisting catacombs. Most rooms are already looted, their genetic alembics smashed. Found it! Exclaims your niece, waving a curious item. A book? You frown. Can't be hacked, can it? Your niece grins. Very security conscious, these ancient geneticists. Okay, now that you have learned this facility's secrets, your baby will be strong in security. But I'd like to go and get other stuff as well. But I need more money. Well, not money, but land and military power to get the other stuff. We're going to go ahead and send our wife over here to help with rebuilding the colony on Alioth, get that taken care of as soon as possible. Okay. Nope, he's been injured. Okay. I don't imagine that's going to play out very well. Okay, you want me... Okay, what did they do? They're in exile. Okay, really? Just because they're in exile? Fine, whatever. We'll levy a small fine. Julie Smith has died. Well, that's not fun. In the quiet of the night, walking the control halls, shivering slightly in the cooler night cycle air, I come across Duke Consort Trapper Smith asleep on a work console. Careful not to wake her, I picked up a blanket from a nearby chair and gently draped it over her shoulders. Okay, that's it. Okay. Kind of expecting a little bit more, but that's fine. Okay, you've repaired your jail. Wonderful. We have taken over Alioth. And, well, I'll be honest, I don't really know who we're going to place in charge, but preferably somebody who has a lot of skill. What was the name of that other genius military strategist? Is he near the bottom? He's probably near the bottom. There he is. Bash Hicks, you're going to take Alioth. Okay. What did they do? Because an unknown person requested justice from their kinsman. What? You're being... What did they do is my question, though. For the removal of an unknown person from the council? Okay, sure, I'll deal with this right away. Large fine. I need the money to rebuild Alioth. Anyway, so... you want a marriage between you and... Sure, whatever. Okay, we need to quickly build this up. So, build assembly plant, son-in-law. Trade hub will be very nice. We're going to go ahead and have our wife join in on that. And, I guess a chemical warehouse. No, we'll hold off on that, actually, I think. Lady Anne Hard wants our support in... no, I don't think you're going to win that, I'm afraid. Okay, you've lost some of your ships, and you died as a result. And I think we're replaced by somebody who's even older. Nope, I don't care to attend your coronation. Yep, sure, you can have another child. Ooh, okay, what's this? Whispers within, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, have reached your brother's spies. A few weeks ago, Archon Flower Petty implemented an unexpected docking charge. Your brother could capitalize on this by sowing discontent among the planet's workers and traders, hampering the economy. Proceed. Your brother's powers of manipulation have failed. Though his contacts grumbled, they could not be pushed into open resistance. Well, that's a shame. We have a bloodline point. Okay, that's an interesting one for pirates there. Oh, ooh. Okay, that last one could be helpful for getting into a bigger fight by basically sicking them onto a enemy before we actually send our fleet out. But I think we're going to go ahead and do... Okay, so I don't have anything that directly... further improves our military. That could be extra taxes and then money, which is always helpful. I think we're going to do system leaders here. Even though I don't think that actually helps significantly in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so they're not exactly rich. Good to know. You pop on over there and help them rebuild their fleet, because I want them to be more effective. The Interstellar Authority Outpost, which is, okay, bonus to quell rebellion, always nice to have. A cache of shipping manifests and stamped goods have been unearthed that suggest Sigma Draconis may once have been a member of the Smith faction. Okay, that gives us a weak claim over that. Not that we are planning to go to war with them, realistically. Okay, but you just suddenly gained a bunch more land somehow, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Sure, whatever. Well, he's kind of busy doing something for me, so I'm gonna have to say no for now. Carl Smith is returning home to report on his assignment, but his shuttle's flight path is erratic. Carl Smith, you bark into the view screen, get that shuttle back on target. My Duke, he gasps. My magnificent, glorious Duke, anything for you. His trajectory improves, and he lands without incident. Okay. Regards, search the shuttle. They find a case bearing the insignia of the pre-collapse R&D group Novacorp, and a vial of gray powder. Once Carl Smith's mental state is recovered, you question him. I chanced upon an abandoned laboratory in Algeba. The case was inside. When I took it, indescribable. The awe, the admiration I felt for anyone I saw. What sublime creatures. There isn't much powder left, but you could put it to use. Okay. What's the terror of space? Your granddaughter refuses to get into a transport shuttle. They scare me. What if something goes wrong? It's about time you face your fears. Now you're brave. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm not sure I think that's a great idea, if we're completely honest here. Where the hell is Delta Pavonis? Oh, up there, okay. You know what? Anything that'll potentially harm our liege, I think we are willing to do at this moment in time. Unload a new combat tactic, okay. Are you going to go to war with him for it? Because if you do, I will probably be rebelling. Admirable Smith and your daughter approach you. Okay. When you're a ruler, fascinating people visit and respect you. Yes, you're right. This is your place. Really need you guys to rebuild your fleets just a tad bit faster if you don't mind. You have a defense platform. Oh, you do. Fun. I wish I could destroy that somehow, but unfortunately I do not believe that I can. At least not directly. Gonna send our brother-in-law to acquire us a claim on our liege's land. I'll do it for money. Gonna need it when I go to war against our liege. And that guy, of course, flips because they always do that. You receive a message from Archon Flower Petty. It's come to my attention, she bristles, that Archon Heir Oral Petty and your heir have struck up a romantic correspondence. Keep Duke Heiress Fola Smith away from Oral. I don't like her one bit. I'll do no such thing. Nope. Admiral Lobo Smith and your daughter approach you. Admiral Lobo Smith throws a data pad on your desk. That's a love letter, he barks. One of dozens from Archon Heir Oral Petty. Have you any idea the situation you've put House Smith in? I won't apologize, Duke Heiress Fola Smith counters. I love him. And we literally just said we'll do no such thing, so I'll keep your secret, Fola. Is that a permanent -5 to unrest? Because holy crap, that would be nice. Question though is, do we do that at our home planet, considering that it's not exactly prone to unrest? Or do you do that somewhere where it's probably going to be more useful just due to the amount of unrest they get? I want somebody to spread dissent here, although preferably somebody who's a bit more skilled. Are you repairing that yet? Nope. Okay, come on. Oh, somebody repaired this one. Can I go over there and do it, or do I need to own the system? I need to own the system, apparently. Damn it, that sucks. You would accept if threatened. Then I don't have anything I can do for you. Okay, because we don't border each other. It's kind of expected. You're gonna tell me to piss off no matter what if I try to do that. Okay. Okay, so that claim would weaken in 27 years. Your heir is even worse than you at military. We're gonna wait until we get that claim. Okay, you just lowered your taxes, which okay, and those guys suddenly just flip. Jesus, okay, those guys are expanding quite a bit. Ooh, okay. You are offering me your allegiance, and that's nice. That is very nice. I'm not gonna ask for much because I'm not gonna take any penalties if I get something in exchange for agreeing to you giving me your allegiance, which is kind of silly to me, if I'm completely honest with you here, but whatever. Give me 5 gold or money or whatever, and yes, I will do it. Thank you very much. And niece is ill. Marcel Smith approaches us. A noble family of 3 have been reduced to wandering outcasts since their house collapsed. The daughter, sickly, but the father is an able ambassador, and the mother is experienced in mercenary work. If we vouchsafed the child's medical care, we'd buy their loyalty. We can use those talents. She is, in fact, pretty damn effective, and he is a great administrator. Might need to replace my wife. We found out that negotiator Fred Petty put an experimental love serum in Antonia Petty's food. What the fuck? I'm gonna go ahead and reveal that. I knew we belonged together. I was just smoothing things along. Sure you were, buddy. Sure you were. You would only join if I threatened you. Oof, you have quite a large military for something that has not been built up significantly. Go ahead and dump some resources on getting this stuff built up here. Do I have a parts factory anywhere nearby? Because that would actually be very nice to have. Does not look like it. So we're going to go ahead and have change of plans. You're going to go ahead and do that instead. Because that'll speed up all the other construction. No, I will not become your lover. Okay, these guys are... Archon Flower Petty wants your forces to join Baron Emile Delgado's fleet in their battle against Baron Neil White's. I don't want to, though. Even though we're going to lose some reputation because of that, we're going to tell them to piss off. Baron Neil White raided Edish and carried off some of its food and machinery. And her brother died. Sure, you can have a kid. Go. Have fun. The cloaking devices malfunction. Another spark your niece sputters, and it'll blow a hole in the entire ship. Then repair it. Your niece sets her team to work. An hour later, an explosion rocks the station. We need medical attention, your niece cries over comms. Oh shit, we just lost our cloaked ship. That sucks. No, why would I do that? Go ahead and reveal that. Yeah, these guys are merging together. I'm not exactly a big fan of that in the grand scheme of things. I need to save up some more money. Nope, I don't care to attend, buddy. Stop inviting me to stuff. Yeah. You want to marry a grandma? I mean... Okay. Give me some money. Because I kind of need it. You may be the house's heir, but you're not its ruler. Not yet. Throw a fit about that. Yeah, you're not exactly great, and people would not complain if I replaced you with somebody who is more competent. Too much complaining if I replaced you. Too much complaining if I replaced you. monitor vassal uses that, but oops, it's not the button I'm looking for. Do I have anybody who is better skilled at... No, I do not. I need to get somebody who's better at tech. Ooh, okay, that's not great. Put under quarantine. I have to tell you no. It's annoying that you're rebelling as a result of that. But we'll deal with this. And retake our land. Knowing this means we're gonna have to rebuild. Jesus, okay, he's just hired mercenaries, so that's presumably the last of his ability to get anybody. I want your submission. Okay, what do you have? You have cover interceptors, blitz, and fighter screen. I'd assume you're probably more inclined to use blitz, so tactical abandon policy. Of course, that's not the one you choose, so I should have chosen advance. So we'll take advance. Counter your stuff. There we go. I would think you're probably going to use blitz now, so we'll try again with the tactical abandon policy. Nope, you just do a regular attack. Okay, buddy. I want somebody who has a claim to the system, obviously. There we go, claim it. Oh. The only claimant would be your son, who I cannot actually place in charge. No. It's annoying. I'm gonna place some random person in charge then. Fine, I'll help you. Not gonna get much support from me though, realistically. Okay, and of course the place immediately falls apart afterwards. No, I don't care to attend. Okay, no, we're just gonna go ahead and start a rebellion. I'm just gonna ask. It's up to you all if you wish to join or not. I don't really care at the grand scheme of things. Nah, kind of busy, dude. Kind of busy. Sure, you can have guardianship. I don't care. Yep, sure. One of your subjects has been condemned to death. You summon Master Giovanni Tanner to witnesses. Why have you made me watch? He asks. I legitimately don't know either. It is just for this man to die, never shriek from justice. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, realistically, I would want to just kind of probably hop in there and take the capital right away. That would hopefully make the rest of this end sooner. Interestingly, I do actually have some people who would be willing to support me, even within her own faction, evidently. Okay, I don't have anybody else that I can get to join me. I assume she's probably pretty much asked everybody she can as well. Could try asking you. Well, she could try bringing Neil White in. He's the only other one. She could also try Archon Men in Solus up here. Do I dump money on mercenaries that I may not need? Depending upon the answers. Yeah, well, actually, I don't even think if she got both of them, it would... Meh. This is the main one that would worry me. This guy has a ludicrously strong military. It would only take about 4 turns to get the money for the second highest mercenary group, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then launch an attack. Plan is overwhelming firepower. Okay, here we go. Wonderful, wonderful. I want your submission. You gave your retreat to Archon Flower Petty in return for submission. Wonderful. Now, we are over our cap when it comes to vassals, so what we are going to do... well, we need to wait a turn to get the resources, unfortunately. But the plan is going to be... who over here do I like more? And by who do I like more over here, it's more of a who likes me more. You like me the most. So Tourist here is going to become a vassal faction, comprising Turis, Albiro, and Bettatori. No, I would rather support the Baron. Yes, I'm going to warn the Baron. Give me money because I kind of need it. Okay, her rebellion failed. What else do we got here? Sure. Give me money. Baroness Flower Petty is charged with avenging Duchess and Oak Lamb's crime. The secession of the Lamb Federation. Let me deal with this right away. And by that I mean I will handle this later. Sure, you can have that if you become my vassal. There he goes, but I'm like, it doesn't look like he became my vassal, dude. Duke Azir Fisher has charges with avenging his crimes. Okay, let's deal with this right away. Give me money. Okay, you. Tourists. Make vassal faction. And I'm going to offer Albiro to Duchess Rockwell Tanner, as well as Beta Torre. I would have zero reason to offer her my vassalage. I legitimately don't actually care to hold a former capital here, so yeah, he can have that if he wants. Gets me under my cap. Thank you very much. Oh, and I am out of action points again. Okay, you want that. I will give it to you if you become my vassal. Okay, you said no, so you don't get it. Archon Azra Fisher gave Kruger 60 to Duchess Dory Sutton in return for vassalage. She's bigger than you now, dude. You realize that, right? Nope, I'm sorry. I don't care to attend. I'm busy cleaning house. Duke Neil White has charges with avenging Duke Inoke Lamb's crime. Okay, sure. I'll deal with this right away. Handle this later because the only option is literally to go to war. No, sorry. You can't have that extra territory. Oh, daughter skimmed money from us. What do we have here? Oh, okay, yep, warn them. Don't destroy your colony. I realize that I'm telling you I'm not going to give you this, although the reality is I'm probably going to have to. If we're completely honest. Because I want to rebuild Elfika here because it's a nice place. So, okay, you know what? I know I literally just told you no, but it was just, you know, a miscommunication or something. Punish you with a fine. Charge Baron Bash Hicks with avenging the crime. Okay, that's gonna be it. That. Got the money, so we're gonna rebuild this, have our wife take care of it. We need a new diplomat, but I have now just run out of action points yet again. My timer has gone off, but we're gonna go and do one more turn, so I remember to assign a diplomat. Don't know why you guys are so interested in grandmas, but okay, sure, give me some money and you can have her. Duchess Rockwell Tanner has charges with avenging Duke Katungi Fernandez's crimes. He's requesting justice for the following crimes, which he's accountable: an unknown baron being fined and the refusal to defend Gamma Draconis. Why are you... Okay, that literally makes no sense to me, but okay. Pass that off to his Archon. Daughter staggers into the house meeting. Flower Smith following behind. My Archon, I was robbed in the street. Flower here tried to stop him. That's right, your granddaughter nods. I threw a few close quarters moves, had him on the ropes, but I had to back off when he pulled a gun. Impressive for one so young, your daughter interrupts. But regardless, I'd like my property back. Whatever, it's 15 money. Ooh, wife is very ill. And apparently we are... Yeah, we're not exactly faithful. Okay, I guess we'll put her daughter in charge of that, even though she sucks at it. She may be willing to accept if I threaten her. Yeah, I can't do that. I'd have to go to war, and I am busy trying to clean shit up, basically, after our rebellion. Which, honestly, these guys seem to be doing pretty decent for themselves. What's our military like as a whole? Annoyingly gotta click on home planet. Okay, our entire fleet strength is 290 out of 329. You are very weak. You realistically don't have pretty much anybody you can call in. It is interesting to me that you will refuse to submit to me at all. So I could demand control of the Hunt Confederation from... Really, from you? Okay, yeah, sure. Oh yes, it uses annoyingly blue for Archon capitals, yellow for vassal capitals. That's... I feel like those should be reversed personally, because gold just kind of seems like the more powerful one. Or, well, excuse me, gold for duke level, rather. But, you know, same difference. Yeah, so I could demand this. You would potentially accept if I ask nicely. It's a question of whether or not I want to do that, though. Now I do need to free up another spot of land. So, question. Who likes me the most out of all of you? And I feel like you're all pretty close. I'm inclined to go with Manette Lawson here, though, just because she's closer in relations to us on the family tree. She's also a better military leader. Groombridge is not exactly useful with its location. I wish it was in a better location because we could get more out of it. Or at least it would make life easier when it comes to drawing our border. Because this border is all kinds of screwed up. Out of curiosity, what are you like in terms of, okay, you're garbage at military and you don't like me anyway. Do you have your fancy schmancy mine? Oh, you don't have a fancy schmancy mine. You just have a free plus 10% because you're mineral rich. Okay, never mind. It's interesting that those don't all have mines. So Tourist is basically getting a nice double whammy because they got the Viridian mine here for plus 2 wealth and they have a plus 10% wealth generated here on top of that. Okay, that's kind of nice actually. What would it take? Okay, no, that would be me offering vassalage, which I don't want to do. I want you to join me. Join me. And together we can rule the galaxy. Okay, so I think what we're probably going to do with you is that your borders are going to expand up here once we take this region. So you are probably going to get Groombridge when the time comes to pawn that off to somebody else. So, okay. You make vassal faction and hand over this to her, and you're just gonna get the one for now. Vassals show hierarchy. I just want to get a general view of how my direct vassals feel about me. Outside of Baroness Caitlin Hughes here, generally pretty positive. Where does Caitlin Hughes that's all pissed off at us? Oh, right here. Okay. Do I have somebody I can send to... Well, I could honor you with a feast, but no. I'm just gonna send somebody... Yep, you. You can go do it. Somehow you have decent effectiveness at that. I do not quite know why. Where is this place? Oh, the Blanchett Alliance. Okay. Baron Keegan Pearson's claim here. This is the dude in charge of Groombridge. I could push his claim for this. This would allow me to go to war with Theta Centauri. We'll figure that out next time, because the thing is, this is a massive faction. Granted, taking this would split them in half and probably weaken them significantly, but I feel like taking this is probably going to be a pain in the ass, in all honesty. Taking the Blanchard Alliance portion here with Theta Centauri, I think is going to be a pain. But if we were to take it, if we managed to do it, it would significantly, and I just hit the microphone, sorry about that, it would significantly weaken these guys, because they wouldn't be able to support one another. It would also completely, well, not completely, but it would effectively isolate the Lamb Federation. The only other way they could go would be the Gates faction here, which I don't think it would work out very well for them, and I could easily deal with the Gates faction, especially if I can just snag the Hunt Confederation here for free. The only annoying thing is that I would rather hand over Algol to the Lawson Coalition here, as opposed to it being its own vassal faction. Same with the rest of, well, I mean, this maybe I would leave as is, but realistically, if I was the AI, I would be wanting to merge these two. But there's no good way to do that without, like, losing a ton of reputation. Because you'd have to go to war with the Hunt Federation, take it normally through that means, and then hand it over to these guys, and yeah, that's just... oh, that's a mess. I'm not a fan of our borders, I'm really not. They'll look better once we snag the moon system here, which we just don't have a good way of doing. Because they'll tell us to piss off no matter what we do. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out next time. I'm not quite sure what the plan is going to be there, because we don't have great options for a lot of that. But I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.